When daylight came, DLR saw a home on the river bank. For one happy moment that she was absolutely home, she would cry out for joy. But she looked again. Those kids were all strangers, and she remembered that she was far away from the farm and her home. She didn't know when she would ever see it again. The others had not given up their chase, not by a long shot. They were running along the riverbank in hot pursuit. To keep up their spirits, they began singing a hero marching song. Here comes the heroes, strong and brave. Hey, here comes the heroes, our lives we owe. Then they decided to skip the whole thing. I have an idea. We should split up and find DLR, Lala said. Great idea, said Po. Good luck to you all, said Tinky Winky, and off they went. And they have cell phones to call each other, except for DLR's. Her phone is dead. So Lala followed the trail. Lala followed the river until it flowed into the wetlands. And she came to a forbidden place, a place like no one she'd ever seen before. The Deadwood Swamp. A bog where skeleton trees grew without leaves or branches, and where not creature could live, except for dreaded deadwood birds. And one of them was perching on a familiar wooden box. Okay, retard, Lala growled. Now there's the box. Now where's DLR? Poor DLR, so sad, the bird croaked. Look in the box. Lala prepared herself and peeked in the box and saw only a salty black feather. And the bird flew away, cackling. Caw, caw, caw. In fact, DLR was nowhere near the Deadwood Swamp. After her box got stuck there, she ran. She ran from those birds as quickly as she could. Now she found herself in a burning valley. The ground was hot, and the smoke made her eyes sting. She had to get out of there. DLR ran until she came to an open meadow where she saw a kind of animal she'd never seen before. And feeling pretty hungry, she immediately wondered, is that something you can eat? Well, perhaps not. But even if this creature wasn't food, maybe he had hidden away. Hello? Someone there? The fox called. DLR kept herself well hidden. Oh well, time for my lunch break anyway. Which was exactly what DLR wanted to hear. She trailed the fox, waiting to see just what was on his lunch menu. I must be very careful, DLR thought. I must make so sure I stay out of sight. And above all, I must keep absolutely silent. I know I put it around here, somewhere, the fox said. Oh, there it is. And DLR's mouth was being grossed out when she saw the fox having a plump, juicy muskrat. The fox felt someone was watching him. Hello, Who's there? Nonsense taking chances with a lovely meal like this. So he began burying his lunch, where he figured out no one would be able to find it. Yeah, my tasty muskrat, you should be safe there till dinner time, the fox said. DLR crept slowly down the tree and watched the fox run from the horizon. And then, once on the ground, DLR knew where it is on a big, gross muskrat lunch. And of course, she brought spicy chicken with her. Then Dipsy and Tom, meanwhile, had traveled through the wetlands to a beach full of clam holes. A clam might be able to help them, but how does Dipsy and Tom talk to a clam? Then they remembered there was only one magic word everyone understood, and that was please. So they marched over a clam hole and said, excuse us. Please. Bleh, bleh. Oh. Tinky Winky did the same thing and said, excuse me. Please. Bleh. Oh, ah. Bleh. Ah. Tinky Winky found Dipsy and Tom said, any luck? Nope. You? Nope. Well, let's keep going. Together. Okay. But Tinky Winky, Dipsy and Tom had a bigger problem than rude clams. The clouds were getting darker and darker, and the chilly wind was whipping across the countryside. DLR was several miles from the beach, caught in the same storm. She got a little wet, and she felt awfully lonesome without the others. But at least she was safe. At the shore, Nunu was not so lucky. The tide came, and so fast that the rock Nunu had been sitting on was completely surrounded by water. Soon as dry rock would be underwater. The beach was far, and the water was rough. He'd never be able to swim to shore. And the water was growing higher. Now the water was up to his arms and legs. He had to try to swim. He took a deep breath. But just when he was ready to dive in, oh, not again, the sea turtle gurgled. Every time the tide comes and some fool gets stuck out here. Nunu wasn't sure what that turtle wanted. I say, look, do you want to ride back to the shore or not? Don't you know I came out here to save you? No, Nunu said. I didn't know that. Well, now you know. Get on. Then Tinky Winky, Dipsy, and Tom saw Nunu. Nunu! Guys! Oh. Now just stay on the shore where you belong, the turtle grumbled. Thanks for saving me. Nunu said. Humph, thanks, nothing. Next time the time comes and I'll rescue somebody else. What a life. You saved mine. I save someone just about every month. Did you know that? No, Nunu said. I didn't know that. How about that? Well, said the turtle, now you know. Oh dear. Back to sea. Let's go! Okay! Under a fresh, bright sky, Poe and Beth was still searching for DLR. They saw in the distance an animal that might be helpful. Da 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 da, all the way da 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 do, ah da 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 do, ah da 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 do, I'll be at da 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 do, la da do 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 do, da da da. Ah, crap. Ooh, that's better. Excuse us, Beth called out. I'm looking for a friend of mine. I'm looking for someone to play with, the fox said. Hey, wanna race me across the stream, mate? We haven't got time, Poe said that this fox wasn't going to be any great help. Hey, wait a second. What are you anyway? We aren't girls, of course, Beth answered. How can you be girls? You have no hair. Beth and Poe were outraged. We certainly do. Look. Ha! You call that hair? This is hair. Ah! And with that, the fox jumped away, laughing. And Poe and Beth saw Lala and said, Lala, any luck? Beth, Poe, and nope. You? Nope. Well, come on. We have to find the boys. Right. Let's go. DLR, far away, stumbled on a road that looked clear and safe. She marveled at this road made of wood and iron and decided to follow the road and see where it would take her. But then, DLR had ducked just in time. What was that? DLR wondered. It could have ran right over me. But it was a train, and DLR was determined. She made up her mind to follow the wood and iron road, although she'd certainly keep on the lookout for another of those noisy animals. The iron road led DLR to a meadow of wind cotton blossoms.